In addition to editing pipe lengths, it might be necessary to add additional parts to the pipes in your route. One such example is a pipe covering that can include anything from rope to tape, but could be crucial to the design of your route. Adding this in SolidWorks can help you take into account spacing and weight of this covering. It'll also let you call it out in your drawings. To start, let's edit one of our routes to add a covering to it. We're going to add a covering to this segment of pipe here. So that is going to be this assembly all the way down on the bottom. I'm going to right-click that, select Edit Route, and now I'm going to click one of the segments of pipe, right-click it, and go down to Covering. Once you click that, over on the left side of your screen, you'll get these new covering options. We're going to begin by using a covering from the library, but we'll also look at creating a custom covering. So using the covering library, you can choose between tape, rope, or adhesive tape. Let's start with tape, and then select from the drop-down a glass fiber tape. You'll notice that it automatically inputs the thickness and the outer diameter, as well as the material that will appear on the outside of your route. As I scroll down, I can select Apply, and it will be officially added to that route. You'll notice down here, it'll record it as one of your covering layers. So now we can actually go back up and add an additional layer. We can this time add on a rope or another layer of tape, whatever you prefer. Let's do a ceramic fiber braided rope. Click that. Again, we have the automatic inputted thickness, outer diameter, and material appearance. Select Apply. And now we have 2 layers down there. These can be reordered if you need, depending on which should go first. And after you're happy with it, go ahead and click the check mark. And there you go. If you'll notice, it actually got a little darker in color because of the covering that was added on the outside. After we exit out of the sketch and from the assembly, I can actually zoom in on the pipe that I just was working with and see this covering kind of transparent around the outside. This will help remind you that you already added a covering to this segment, and if you wanted to edit it, you can do that from this. Now let's work on adding a custom covering to one of our segments. This time let's go into a different assembly. Let's go into this segment of pipe down here. This time, I'm going to click on that full assembly, right-click on that, and go into editing that route. Click on, again, any segment that you would like to add that covering to. Right-click, and select covering. You see, this time, since we have multiple segments in this route, this is only going to add the covering to this segment here. However, feel free to go in and add it to the other ones afterwards as well, or select multiple at the same time. This time, we're going to create a custom covering, so we're going to have a few more options this time. You can also add the custom covering to the library after you're done if you would like. This way you can use it again and access it easier if you're going to be using it multiple times. So let's choose a thickness of 0.12. Then we can select a material appearance. So SolidWorks has a lot of other materials in it beyond the ones that are here for the covering library. Let's just select butyl rubber, but you can pick anything you want in here, anything from steel to plastic, silicones, anything you really need to pick your covering. So after picking Apply, you can close, and you'll see that it'll now take that material appearance. After clicking Apply, we now have that as a covering layer. So I will click the check mark, exit out of the sketch, out of the assembly, and you've now added a covering to these segments of this pipe route as well.